Yo, yo, yo! How's everybody doing? Man, I'm swamped for this and I have no idea why. How's everybody doing? Chat, I can see you. You're flooding my eyes. How's everybody doing? I can't believe how many there are like watching in the chat. And the idea behind this is so that we can watch it together and we can comment. It's all like-minded people in the chat. You all know each other. Well, most of you know each other. And we can also just, I don't know, get my reaction in real time, because it's probably going to be, it's going to be mind-blowing. This is, quite frankly, I don't know why more people aren't doing this, but it's quite frankly going to be a game changer today if all goes well for esports. That's why I'm so excited about it. I think I'm good, thanks. Yeah. COVID is like, I think it said goodbye to me. So I'm just gonna start to get back into cycling this Saturday. So I'm looking forward. Yeah. Stop touching my face. I don't go anywhere. Don't worry, buddy. Where can you watch the actual race? You can watch it Eurosport. You can watch it on the GCN player, I think, or GCN app rather, not player. It depends where you live, what country you're from. Yeah, you can watch it in quite a few places. So, unfortunately, the reason why you can't see it with me is because I haven't got the rights to it. Yeah. So, plus, I have no idea what commentators are going to be commenting on this. And if it's anything like what it has been in the past, like if they bring in real world commentators, I'm going to be so like angry, because you need Nathan, you need David to commentate on these races. They know their stuff. So, why is the chat going so mental? Has everybody got TV on? Is everybody watching it? It's not that far away now, is it? They're gonna hit this live with it any second now, probably. I'm not gonna talk much. I'm gonna like watch the chat, and I'm gonna obviously watch the event. But I am gonna watch the chat. So if there's any questions, feel free to blast us with it. Come on, world champs, let's go. Oh, adverts after adverts after adverts. Come on, like nobody wants to see this. I want to see some bike racing. Make sure you hit that like button. I thought they would, Zach. I thought they would. I see Swedish Cycling. Live streaming it. SWE Cycling is their YouTube channel. They're live streaming it right now. I don't know whether they're live streaming the actual event, because that's all I can see so far is just two people chatting. So here we go. Here's the Great Britain lineup. Dame Sarah Story. There's not really any rolling sections, it's just a massive it's like a 2-minute sprint. I feel like this is going to be a 2-hour roast. I'm joking, by the way, it's not going to be a roast. Belgium have got like a really good team, quite frankly. They got one woman rider. Leo. Good luck, Leo. You tell him, Leo. You tell him. This is gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. Right, so I'm watching it on Eurosport. So if you're watching it on Eurosport 2, we've got Advert Break. So if you're watching it somewhere else and you don't have Advert Breaks, then yeah, like mute me. But I'm probably going to do most of my talking during the ad breaks. How's everybody doing? What the heck? We've got 305 people in here. Crazy. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep up with the chat. I'm watching both races, but whatever Eurosport is showing, I'm going to watch it. So, like, I'm assuming the women's race is going to be on as soon as the adverts finish. I mean, I'd like to see the women's race because I don't want to be like I don't want to miss out. I mean, it's the world champs, so it doesn't matter if it's men or women. Quite frankly, I'm hyped for it regardless. I've got my fruit and nut mix right here. Gonna keep me going for the next 2 hours. Yeah, actually, this is going to be a 2-hour live stream. So, get the kettle on, shall we say. So, if you can't watch it, obviously I can't show it to you because for obvious reasons, copyright, etc., etc. I'm just a small-time dude. I'm just the same as you guys. You need to either watch it on Eurosport or apparently you can watch it on Facebook. Or you could watch it on I think there is, let me just double check for you. To be fair, I can't watch it within Zwift, no. I can't watch it within Zwift. You can't enter the event. By the way, fun fact: there's quite a few YouTube channels that do this. Star Wars Theory does it actually for The Mandalorian. So the dude streams like him watching the episode in real time with his fans. And he has 40,000 people in the chat. 40,000 people watching The Mandalorian with him at one time. How mental is that? So it obviously works, especially if you know your things about Star Wars. Afternoon, everyone. So happy you could join. I hope you're enjoying watching it. Even though I'm doing like an advert break right now. So come on, Eurosport. What are you doing? It's gonna get real tasty near the end. Twice. You're gonna see me probably lose my mind twice. Alright, here we go. Eurosport. Alright, the Zwift Advert kicks in, so that means we're back in business. Gaming Cycling World Championships. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Let's see the women's race. Am I really quiet? Should I talk up? If none of you can find this and watch it, let me know down below, or let me know in the chat more like, and I'll give you like a running commentary. If you can't watch it anyway, I'll just give you a running commentary. Ola. You haven't invited many community riders. I wonder what she's got in her glass. Oh, the UCI president. Here we go. That's all we need. It's just 2 power-ups. Oh. Just 2 power-ups in this race. 2 power-ups: the feather and the arrow. I know, Ruben. Yeah, we don't want to see the UCI president. He's doing a good job of reading off a cue card, that's for sure. I can see his eyes going back and forth. It looks like me trying to do a YouTube video. Right. I'm going to put you on the tripod. Oh, Holden Camus. Sorry, guys. Freddie. Right, apologies. Sorry, guys. How's that? Is that good? I really hope. Any of you watching it already? I know, John. I know. I feel your pain, buddy. I feel your pain. What I dislike is the fact that they've made it into like, they've obviously sold the rights, or they've turned it into like, you know, putting it on into actual like TV. But like, what's wrong with YouTube? Like, YouTube is worldwide. Like, there's your platform. You put it on YouTube. Every single race, you know, the virtual Tour de France, you put it there. Like, or at least you should put it there for us all to watch. Like, why make it complicated and now move it onto like mainstream TV? Yeah, I'm just as beat up as you are. Like, don't hate on me. Continental Family's being interviewed for this. I know, Pritch, I know, yeah, but, you know, it just doesn't make any sense to it. Are we sure the women's race has started? We've got Matt Stevens and Rob Hatch. Let me turn my volume up. Good advertisement for the road book behind him. Come on, I want to see bike racing. I want to see bike racing. Oh, there's a cobweb up there. Sorry. Just to interrupt, it's mind-boggling why they've even put it on a weekday. Like, why on a Wednesday? Like, USA are currently in the middle of a working week, and well, all of us are in the middle of a working week, but like, why not do it on a weekend? Sarah's story's been dropped? No. Cheers, Albert. Thanks for that, buddy. Thanks for that. Daniel's got a good tip for you there as well, guys. So if you want to watch it live and you can't, there it is. I have to apologise on behalf of Eurosport, because I don't know what's going on, frankly. Have we actually got footage? I think we have we? Quite a few nations. Quite a few nations and a wildcard team. Interesting. Wildcard team. I like the Germany kit. Germany kit is very, very nice. Not a fan of Portugal's kit. I've been up those climbs loads of time, yeah. Okay, here we have the women's one to watch. Lauren Stevens and Amanda Bergen. Danny Christmas. So, am I right in saying then that the stripy jersey is wild card riders when, like, they're two of the best riders in the world on the road and they don't have a Dutch team to ride with? That can't be right, surely. Pretty cool seeing everybody in their pain caves. I just hope there's a load of information, because I'm such a nerd. I hope there's a load of information on their watts per kilo and everything. Okay, we've got the race. 17k in. Oh, okay, well, alright, yeah. Not a bad little setup on the right hand side, showing the watts per kilo and the time difference. But let's hope it stays there and that they don't just make it disappear. And I don't understand why they feel like they have to professionalize it. Like, it's an indoor sport, and Zwift already has like that leaderboard on the right hand side that you see when you're racing or riding. Why do they feel the need to change it to make it as though it's like an outdoor thing? It's not an outdoor thing. And don't give us outdoor commentators who don't know the game. Well, you can, like, as long as they know the game, but like, who's commentating on the Zwift YouTube stream then? Hey Linda, how you doing? Yeah, that's it, Will. That's it. Yeah, they're trying to film it like an outdoor race. It doesn't look good. Just leave it as it is, because that's how we all know it. Because what if people are watching this and they've never ridden on Zwift before, and then they get inspired to ride on Zwift, and then they join Zwift and they're like, ah, it's different to how I saw it on TV. Anyway, it's not a negative stream. It's not designed to be a rant. It's designed to be it's designed to shine some light on riders. The women's front group hitting the KOM. Getting ready to hit the climb, the KOM. Here we go, let's watch it. Of course they have. Of course they've lost contact. Why would you hit your arrow right at the bottom? Like, do you think you're going to get dropped straight away? I mean, if you do, then fair enough, hit your arrow. But, like, most of these people surely don't need to use, sorry, not an arrow, a feather straight away. I'll just save it. Save it for, like, 20 seconds into the climb, not as soon as you hit the bottom. I'm watching on your spot, Andrew. By the way, guys, if you want me to actually see a comment on the live stream, just mention me in the comment at Ed Laverack and it'll pop up. Fairly big group coming over the top of that climb. Current race time, I've got 28.7 kilometers in my top left. I don't think all the riders are on Zwift Power, no. But I have a Zwift Power up already. Oh, and now there's an advert break. Lovely. Lewis, where are you, buddy? Why have you sent me an image of inside the studio? Look, I've just been sent. Well, I'm not seeing much at the minute, guys. Eurosport is giving me some nice I'm behind by 1K, am I? Where are you watching it? Where are you watching it if I'm a kilometre behind? Alright, give me a sec. I'm going to launch Zwift, see if I can jump in. Yeah, I'm not watching it on YouTube, I'm watching it on Eurosport, so it'd be funny if it is behind. I'm doing it now. I'm just launching the Zwift companion app. Oh, got it. Right, so I don't want to show the event in case something happens. You never know. You never know. I'm not going to show the event, but I will watch it. The women's race, I'll keep watching it on Eurosport. I'll keep watching both of them on Eurosport, but I'll use Zwift itself just to get like more immediate feedback. So there's my man Victor Campanat. There's Ed Clancy doing 160 beats a minute in the pen, so he must be finishing his warm-up. So yeah, how long have they got? What time do the men start? It's 2:24 now. Lionel Sanders. just keep an eye on the women's race for the time being. They're halfway through. They're gonna finish in like an hour and 10, hour and 14. I know, Simon, I know. That's what I love about the live stream. New guys as well. You're letting me know what I can and can't do. Like where to watch it and stuff like that, so. It's a small group, this front group. I know, Kelvin, I know, tell me about it. Why put it on in the middle of the day? Right, because we've had 2 thumbs down on this stream, everybody's got to hit. Everybody's got to hit the like button now. So let me see the 73 likes we've already got. Fly up, please. Yeah, I'm getting the Anna van der Breggen video. Yeah. For me, the women have got 22.9 kilometers to go, so. If you want to know how to watch it in game, launch Zwift, right? Launch Zwift, launch your companion app, and then select Watopia to ride in Watopia, and then search when you're just sat there in Watopia. Search for like any pro rider, and then when they pop up on your companion app, just press fan view, and you'll be able to watch them. So they probably don't want you to know that, because then you'll watch it there instead of like watching it on live TV. But yeah, some of the people in here are like, far too savvy, which is brilliant, quite frankly. Oh, we've got some power numbers. So you guys have got, see, everybody's on different kilometers. I'm on 22, somebody else is on 22.3. Yeah, there's a few of you in different positions, so hell, some of you guys are gonna know before I know who wins. Just don't do any spoilers. Don't do any spoilers, because I wanna react to it. I wanna see it happen. Plenty of knowledgeable guys and girls in the chat, by the way, people. So if you need a hand with anything, just fire a question in the chat, and I'm sure somebody will be able to help you. Yeah, I'm just coming out of the tunnel. Using fail power-ups, coming out of the tunnel. Oh, look at this, they got an efficiency rating. I've changed it a little bit, Florian, so there shouldn't be as much of a delay now. What time do they start, the men? Men's race start in 15 minutes. Is that right? Right. Okay. So there's an interesting thing about fan view. We might get kicked out, but we'll see. We'll see. We'll try it anyway. Maybe Phil, maybe some of them are watching for my reaction. Yeah. Whoa. Attack. Attack. It's a GB rider. Yeah, Ruben. Refresh my Eurosport. Okay, I'm going to refresh. Let's get on it. See if it's any different. I'm at 19.4k. 44 minutes, 35 seconds. No, they all use their own heights and weights. Yeah. I wonder what you do. I wonder what you do if you get dropped in this. Like, if it was the real World Championships, a lot of riders would just stop and get off. Because it only really matters what happens in the very front of the race. So, I'm interested to know, like, whether or not they'll still finish. I mean, yeah, it's only an hour race, isn't it? So I suppose they will. Yeah, 18.6 I'm at. I know, no power and stuff, I know. I'm a fan just as much as you guys. Yeah, I reckon we can hit 150 likes. We've got 111. I reckon there's a couple of people who have just, their fingers just fallen asleep. Maybe do it in the next ad break. We've got to offset the number of people who are giving this stream a thumbs down, which is going to happen, obviously, because this is probably the most people that have watched my stream for a while. And they're probably not very happy that I'm not showing the race. I'm watching it on Eurosport, but if you're a bit tech savvy with VPN and stuff, men's race starts in 10 minutes. You tell them, Linda. I don't think they're not going to finish, are they, before the men start? So, how are they going to balance that? I bet they're not going to show the men's start, are they? They're going to show the women's finish, and then we'll miss the men's start. Like, no, Michael, you can watch if you're savvy with VPN. You can bypass the geolocation stuff that YouTube, well, Zwift's YouTube has kind of limited it, so you can watch it. It's beyond my capabilities. If we can keep this stream above 300 views for the whole time, I'm gonna go for the Everesting world record next year, guys. There we go. We've said it there. We've said it there. Don't give a thumbs down for that. Zwift starts are definitely just as important as the finishes. 100%. Just all content for backpedal, that is. I know, we'll just have to try and train a bit harder for that last meter or whatever it is. It's nice to see Bates is still in here, actually. So Bates was drafted in last minute by GB. So that's nice. She's not even running for GB. She's running as a wild card. What? What? Mind blown. Seven summits or nothing. All right, here we go. We're hitting the reverse KOM now. Just about to get to that corner where it gets really steep. My PC is working overtime. The fan. This could be spicy right here. Interesting, isn't it? Like, they're kicking hard, like they're definitely pushing orange numbers. But like, they're only racing like the hardest parts of the climb. They're not racing like the whole climb. Although the USA are like putting it down right now. There's like 7 of them in the top 10 for the USA. Jeez. If it wasn't for COVID, me getting COVID, I think a wild card would be good. To be fair, yeah, the ones that are keeping quiet are the ones you watch, innit? Eleanor Barker still in this front group. So is Anna Henderson. Imagine a pro becoming WC. What's WC? There's too many riders in this group now, so not really any chance of. And like, to be fair, if you're only gonna make the race an hour long, like you're not really gonna get any fatigue to factor in. I love it when the commentators talk about like the speed that they're traveling at, as if like, yeah, I mean outdoors, like if you're doing like 47k an hour, you'd be like, whoa, but like on Zwift, you're like, yeah, 47k an hour, like everybody's doing that. Not everybody, but you know what I mean. A little bit of a split, yeah, a little bit of a split, but it's nothing really, is it? It's going to be a final sprint. It's not going to be a break. It's not going to be a break. 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes until the men start. We're going to be jumping back and forth between them, between the men's race and the women's race. I didn't know Brett Boniface was riding for Canada. What the... Interesting, nobody got dropped on that descent. Maybe one person. I don't know, I might have spoken too soon. I'm not as tech savvy as a lot of you, John. I've got the two, so I can watch the two at the same time. Cheers, Simon. Thank you. Oh, is Boniface DS in, is he? Got it. Okay. That might explain it. So, most of you, I'm guessing, are here for the men's race. I assume just because most of my demographic are men, so I'm assuming you're here for the men's race. So, I mean, let's share it with people that you love, and they love Zwift racing. We can watch it together, get a bit of insight. We can watch it in real time. So we have 40 seconds, just as Eurosport are going for an ad break. Are they? Oh, so they are. Brilliant. Thank you, Eurosport. Here we go, 20 seconds until the men start. Hey Dakota, how you doing? Here we go. 10 seconds. Yes, the women's race also finishes where the men's race finishes. 2, 1, here we go. And they're off. They are off. A lot of riders are still in the pen, from what I can see. A a lot of riders have been left behind. That's very, very weird, but it's getting strung out. Guys, it's kicking off. People are doing 8 watts per kilo. They're doing a shed load of power here. It is really, really strung out. There's Max Stedman. He's in there. I can't see now. I can see their position. So Max Stedman's sitting in top 20. Who else we got? Yeah, we've got everybody who you'd assume is here. Obviously, we are only like 30 seconds into the event, but boy oh boy, it's strung out like a lot. And now there's a split. There's a split already. I'm gonna see if I can find out who's in the second group straight away for you. It's taking a while actually because there's so many riders. There's a 2-second split. Boasson Hagen's caught out behind it. Andy Tennant is caught out behind it. Who else have we got here? We've got Ed Clancy is caught out, but they're back on. They're just on the back of the group now. Clancy's 190 beats a minute. Chavez has been dropped. But apart from that, they're now back together as one group. So that was a super intense start. That was super intense. Man, I'm actually getting like really hot now. Orbit's there. Not a problem, quite frankly. Not a problem at all. Rob Scott is there at 190 beats per minute. There's so many riders with heart rates like through the roof. See if I can just grab on Orbit's wheel. Rigoberto Urán. Interesting to watch now, like these pros, and to see where they fatigue. So you'd probably they'd probably start to drop off after the first KOM because they'd be riding so hard just to stay in the group, thinking that they're riding like basically a time trial, and they don't understand how the draft works, unless of course they've practiced, which I hope they have. Jason Osborne from Germany, guys, is a wild card pick. He could potentially win today, genuinely hands down. If you've not heard of him, a rower from Germany. He actually rode the Tour de Stations. He rode the Gran Fondo when I did it, and he won it. Very, very strong, and he rides Zwift a lot. So, interesting pick is Jason Osborne. So, I'm gonna try and find Jay Vine. I've also got the women's race back in my ears now, so I'm gonna bounce back and forth between the streams. So just bear with me. Women have got 8.4k to go. They've raced for an hour and 40 seconds. And yeah, like I said, the men's race is pretty much just staying together now with a group of 60. Ed Clancy and Andy Tennant have made the front group. So yeah, GB have still got riders in there. I mean, there's not much happening right now, as you can probably imagine. Oh my word, this has got me hyped. Campanarts, there he is, sitting pretty at 173 beats a minute. I'm just trying to find a rider who I know I can stick with and I'll safely be able to ride, just stay with basically while I shift over to the women's stream. So Jack Haig probably won't get dropped, so I'm gonna stick with Jack Haig just for a short while and watch the women as well. So yeah, let us know. Who are you rooting for, guys? Who are you rooting for? Are you rooting for somebody from your own country, or are you actually rooting for somebody who you obviously know as a hot favorite? I have to say, it looks really nice seeing like loads of riders in their national kit. They look really nice. Lots of different colors. They just look like they look like the business. What else have we got here? Here's Vine. I've got Vine here. Got Sanders. Lionel Sanders is currently sat at 130 beats a minute. Corey Williams has just flashed up on the screen. Pedersen, De Gent. Larson, yeah, like they're all there, but you'd expect them to be there anyway, wouldn't you? So, I might have to move this mic away, like in case I don't know, hit myself in the face with it or something. Here comes the KOM, guys. Yeah, for you guys who have just joined, the reason why I'm not showing the screen is I literally do not want to fall foul of something very, very silly. I don't want it to happen. So, you know, I'm playing it safe and I'm just doing like a commentary. I'm just watching it with you. So, yeah, I'm sorry I can't show it like I normally would. But I hope you're enjoying the stream regardless. All right, here we go. We're going to see them hit the KOM reverse. It's quite easy to find Lionel Sanders actually, because he's got the little green jersey next to his name. Ollie Jones riding a good event right now. His heart rate is quite low, 164 beats a minute for Ollie Jones. We have Ryan Gibbons, who's at 176. So you can already tell, or I can already tell, that a lot of riders are riding like really hard. Like their heart rates are obviously high, but there's some riders who I know and I've raced against, like, you know, Ollie Jones, for example, their heart rates are really low. They're really low. There we go, some aero power-ups being used. Stedman is hitting it hard, but it's absolutely no problem for Ovit. But looks at it, Ovit's doing 10 watts per kilo all day long, but he is at 180 beats a minute. It's getting dangerously strung out behind in this men's race. Dangerously strung out. Yeah, I mean, there's still a big blob at the front, but it's starting to get a little bit kind of like ragged at the end. So Jack Haig is literally like hanging on to the coattails. So is Boasson Hagen. In fact, Boasson Hagen, he's just about going to get back on. Daryl Impey's been dropped. Clancy's been dropped. Jack Haig is just getting back on now. Yeah, and there's a couple of riders at the back who you probably wouldn't assume would be at the back. There's Lionel. There's Leo Voyasin. We found him. 178 beats a minute. He's just crested the top of the climb with the group. No problem at all. 5.3k to go for the women's race. How is my man Victor doing? He's still there. He's still in the race. I've got to switch. Hang on, one sec. I'm back. Good spot, Mick. Good spot. Guys, we're at 400 people watching. 400 people watching. Just take 2 seconds, less than 2 seconds. Please hit the thumbs up button. Let them know that, I don't know, you're watching and that you're enjoying it. Let YouTube know. If YouTube know that you're enjoying this stream and you give it a thumbs up, it's a massive bonus and it helps me out a lot. So I appreciate that. Flipping heck. So the men's race is just coming to the top of the KOM now. I hope not, Deadly DNS. I really, really hope not. See, the men's race, they're still having to like push on a lot over the top of this climb. Like, a lot of the guys are doing like 5-6 watts per kilo, just cresting this, just to make sure they stay in the group. So that was like a 3:32 up the KOM. 3:32 was the time. Oh, I must have hit it when I. Brilliant. Thanks, chat. Sorry. that shows how good the. Hello.
You're muted. You need to.
I'm unmuted now.
Alright, just delayed. Alright. Backpedal, subscribe.
Cheers for the message, Lord. I've just seen it now. Thanks. Just keeping a check in on the men's race because there's nothing happening. You saved me, guys. The live chat saved me. Okay, 2K to go. Oh crap. $2K to go. I'm sorry, man. I'm not watching your race now. I'm watching the women's race. If you want to get my attention, you'll have to attack. Yeah, I can't believe they're not showing the men's race. This is fundamental. It's fundamental, man. I wonder. It's funny how there's hardly any team tactics. Well, I'm not sure what team tactics you can deploy, but like, yeah, I'd be interested to see what the US do here. The women's US team, like, how strong are they? Who's just used a feather? Someone's used a feather before they've even got to the bridge. Tracy. Although she's doing 9 watts per kilo, she's attacked before the climb. Monpasio is on the front, but she's not closing the gap. Tracy's still doing 8.4. Oh my word. If she's strong enough, like, why not? Why not throw the dice? Because they're only doing 3 watts per kilo behind. She's got 3 seconds. I mean, that's nothing, but like... This is going to be interesting. No, the bunch just punched the 10 watts per kilo, man. They're just gone flying past. Monpasio's just used a feather right at the bottom, and she's just, she's stringing that out, like, my word. I mean, she's got the gap. I mean, the bunch are, unless somebody sat pretty in the bunch now, I don't think anybody's going to come back to her apart from Gigante, who's on her wheel now. So Gigante's she's got it all to play for now. She's on the draft. Although it's not said and done, there's only 2.5 seconds between them and second. She's going to... She's going again. She's going again. 300 minutes to go. She's whole. Oh, this will be impressive if she holds on here. It's going to be impressive. Oh, she's going to come round it. Oh, my word. It's so close within the two of them. Oh my word. That was so close. Who says e-racing is not exciting? What on earth? Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. That was so close at the end though. Like, if Gigante had like an aero power up and she kicked there like she did at the end, she would have come round her. She would have won. Shows what happens when you make it a really long effort, doesn't it? Like if you don't leave it late. Half a bike length. Whatever that is in the virtual world, I have no idea. Sticky draft, that's a really good men's race right now. It's just about to come to the Italian village, so we're a while away yet from like the action. Well, when I say the action, I mean, you know, we're only a couple of minutes away technically, but yeah, you've got a bit of time. I can't show the screen. I can't show you the screen, man. I really wish I could. And I probably can, but I don't want to risk like Zwift or YouTube going, naughty boy, you shouldn't have been shown that. We've sold the rights to countries, you know, and you can watch it online. So I don't want to risk it, guys. I'm sure you can appreciate that. I'm not a distribution service. Well, I am because I make YouTube videos, but I'm not a distribution service. That's a good shot. That's a good show, Keith. But I think with the women's race, just you get in like the real world. Lots of like there's a wide variety of abilities in women's racing. In men's racing, everyone's abilities are a lot closer. So there's lots of riders in this race today, as long as they haven't been riding like a threshold the whole time, who will be able to do 10 watts per kilo for the last minute. You know, they should be. I mean, half of them are pro riders. They're paid to do this, so they should have that ability. But we'll see. Well, we will see. just coming up to the sprint now, guys. The men are just about to enter the S's. They're just coming over the bridge. Nothing's happened really. I mean, yeah, the group is still together. The group is still. The group is still 60 riders big. 60 riders. They've dropped pretty quick. No, I think you'd be surprised, Phil. I think you'd be surprised how many riders can do 10 watts per kilo indoors on a turbo. I think you'd be surprised. I mean, obviously they'll need to have practiced it. I mean, it's a no-brainer, right? But like, Positive Evo averaging 5.7. Are you crazy? Ooh. Come on. We're getting close to crunch time. The first time up this KOM. Where's the men's race? How am I watching it? I'm actually watching it inside Zwift, the Zwift game. So if you log on to Zwift and you click on Watopia and then you spawn in Watopia, go on your companion app and search for like one of the pros who are in the front group, for example, and then press fan view and you'll be able to watch them, I think. So. Come on, Ovid, bring that average down. We don't want you at 5. Is anybody here watching the men's race on live TV or like? Is anybody else watching it? Because they're now interviewing Mom and Passio when they could like wait until the men's race has only got like, 40 minutes left. Like, why not wait and interview them both? I mean, who wants to get interviewed straight after a race on Zwift, anyway? Aren't we all just like, oh, on the floor? Well, I am, anyway. Yeah. Alright, I'm watching it, so I'm going to keep commentating on the men's race. I'll give you the best running commentary I can, which is not that good, but... they're just coming they've come through the start-finish banner now on Watopia Seafront, so... They're literally like a minute away from hitting the KOM, guys. They're a minute away from it. So it's a shame that you can't see it live. Because this could be the crunch point. Like, this could be the crunch point of the race. I'm on Max Edwin at the minute for fan view. I mean, I can jump between any one of them, obviously, but yeah, I'm just sticking on any rider at the minute because it's just a big bunch of 60 riders. But here they go. They've just gone past the left turn in. They're going under the bridge, which signifies the start of the KOM. So they're just about to do that little loop and then hit the climb itself. So there could well be a split here. You're right. Yeah. So give a thumbs up now because I'm gonna steal Eurosport's commentary. Here we go. We're hitting the start. Freddie Ovet's just gone up to 7 watts per kilo. Voyasin, not much to say about him really. I mean, he's there. There's loads of arrows, loads of feathers being hit, loads. Quite frankly, almost everybody is using a feather right now. There's 2 riders with an arrow who have used it, but it's everybody's riding together here. Riders are doing between 8 and 10 watts per kilo. Nothing overly spectacular. Like, people aren't actually going full gas. Apart from... I was going to say apart from one rider, but no, he's not. He's actually parked up. It is getting split, though. Somebody who I'm following has just got dropped. Who is that? I hope that's not somebody with a dropout. It's just getting strung out, as you'd imagine. But this group is still massive. Like, all things considered, this group is still big. Lionel Sanders still there. Holden is right at the front. Camponat is second wheel. But Freddie Ovett has just, like, demolished everybody up to KOM. Ovett's got a 2 second gap. Yeah, he's just blown people away on that KOM. But saying that, like, this group behind him is like 30 big, and they're probably not all going as hard as they can. Why do I say that? Because they're in a blob. Like, if everyone was on their limit, they would all be strung out. But they're not. So obviously there's people in there who haven't responded to Ovett. Ovett could be on like a magical legs day. I mean, we won't really know, obviously, until the climb comes up. I'm going to be slightly biased and support Ovett because he rides for Wahoo Le Col, which is the same team I ride for indoors on Zwift. So you can at me later. Oh my word. Haig dropped. It was Haig. That's the rider I follow that was dropped then. Thanks for that. Andres, thanks for that, buddy. Oh, we're 10 likes away from 200. So that would put us at half the likes of the number of you watching. So yeah, hit that button, guys. Eurosport are finally showing the coverage of the men's. There's not 60 riders there, Matt. There's not 60 riders there, there's 50 riders. I think Ovett just wanted the polka dot jersey. There was a load of men's. I think it was like 100 men, probably over 100. Racing for the men's race. 120? Oh, they're actually showing a replay now of what happened earlier on in the race. I can see Ed Clancy towards the back. That wasn't me, by the way. That was the Eurosport commentators. Will a pro or Zwifter win? I'm going to say a Zwifter will win, but, you know, there's some riders who are pros and they're also Zwifters, like Ovett, for example. I would class him as a professional bike rider, who actually is very, very good on Zwift. So, like, I don't know what your class is, like a Zwifter. You mean somebody who's not a pro? Sorry, Lord. I'm genuinely getting sweaty palms. I'm getting sweaty palms. Who's been dropped? What's my heart rate? My heart rate is 80 beats a minute, guys. 80 beats a minute. I can't believe Pozzovivo's average 5.6 watts per kilo. But it's crazy how there's some riders in this front group, right, who have averaged 4.4 watts per kilo, 4.3 from Holden. Holden's actually got the best variability index of anybody in this front group apart from Freddie Ovett. And what I mean by that is basically the difference between your average power and your normalized power. So the bigger that gap, the better you are, or the better you've been rather in the race at drafting and saving your energy. So Freddie is technically doing very, very well, basically. It's a shame, like the commentators now on Eurosport, it's a shame they're not using Zwift power and things to like to explain stuff. I think I'd still be in the race, Calvin. Whether or not I'd be able to do anything is another thing altogether, because the course is a bit rubbish for someone like myself. Probably not, Mick. I probably wouldn't get the kicker bike. I'm too excited. Steel's real. Lionel Sanders is still in this front group. I think. Yeah, Sanders is here. Pidcock's got a really, really low heart rate at the minute, considering what his maximum is. He's at 140 beats a minute. Yeah. What do I think of Rigo? No, Eurosport just cut now for Yeah, Pidcock's similar to me, isn't he? There isn't Rock Swift, but I've pinned up here. You can see I've pinned something in the chat for you. Yeah, Lewis, we remember them. Right, guys, for the final few kilometers, let's see if we can get over 250 likes on this video, and if we get over 400 people watching for the finish, that would be absolutely incredible. I know there's nothing happening right now. There's such a to me it's not a poor choice of circuits, but there's just so much like recovery time. It just makes it so easy, really. Not easy, but like if a lot of these riders are riding 3 to 4 watts per kilo in the draft, like to put it into context, this is like really easy for them. So it doesn't really create like any exciting racing. It creates an exciting finish, but it really depends on what you want to see, I think. I think Pozzovivo will be on his limit, yeah. Doing 6 watts per kilo indoors, like, for 40 minutes, or nearly 40 minutes. Like, he's definitely going to be, like, pushing big power, isn't he? Pozzovivo's just training for next year. It's funny how Pidcock is wearing a Red Bull helmet. I know he's sponsored by him, but like... What course would I... Yeah, New York would have been a good shout. Yeah, I think the reason why they wanted Watopia is because it was like the birthplace of Zwift. It's very original, you know, and a lot of people will like to ride. Pidcock's kicked really hard through there then. Yeah, like everything bagel would have been brutal. Like there's far more brutal. I'm sure a lot of you who race on Zwift or ride on Zwift here, a lot of you will know that there's much harder races or routes on Zwift to horse races on. Everything Bagel would have been a good one. Yorkshire would have been a good one. I know the Worlds have been there before, but like, you know, this is Zwift Worlds, so you could have had it anywhere really. I think the Yorkshire course would have been really good just because you have the short KOM, like only like 4k from the finish, so like people would have been urged to attack there and create like a really spicy end to the race, so that the last kind of 4k, you know, people will be on the back foot, people will be on the attack, there'll be lots of things happening. Whereas here it's very much a case of like, yeah, we'll hit the climbs hard and then we'll just like go steady in between, and then we'll go hard again. So like there's you know, it's very scripted in a sense on this course. Cheers, Lord. I think you're right, Pitt. You know, it's not anywhere near hard enough to hurt Holden. I mean, the only thing that's going to hurt him is the fact that he's a lot heavier than some of the riders on this last climb. You know, that's what's going to hurt him, unless he has a feather, and you know, one of our favourites has an aero. You know, if he has a feather, that's going to help him be a little bit heavier. But it's going to be... Surrey Hills is a good shout. Yeah, Surrey Hills would be really good. But yeah, I think... Gutted you weren't selected. Hopefully GB will learn a lot. With non-Zwifters don't have a clue how to race it. That's a DM I've just had on Instagram. I've actually had a fair few of those in the last hour. I've not provoked it. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting how many riders are in with a chance of winning this event. Quite frankly, like, I think it's very easy to say, like, oh yeah, you know, so and so is gonna win, but oh, Holden's giving an interview. Name drop people on the front. Yeah, no problem. Let me get on there. So on the front, we have Victor Campenaerts, Pidcock. We have Ollie Jones. They're all in the top 10. Jason Osborne is there in the top 10. Stedman is there. So I don't know whether Stedman is maybe working for Pidcock. Pozzovivo, he's there. Surprise, surprise, doing 6 watts per kilo. Who else have we got? Boston Hagen. Holden's only at 160 beats a minute, so he's recovering well. Pidcock seems to be kind of doing this funny thing where he punches really hard over the climbs. And I don't know whether he realizes that he's out, like he's kicking too hard and then breaking away. I don't know. It's very easily done if you don't ride a lot on Zwift. Yeah, Lewis Wickham, I 100% agree with you. Jason Osborne is a huge, huge threat. Nobody's mentioned him, but yeah, I met him, funny enough, at the Tour de Stations, Gran Fondo this year. His girlfriend actually, I think she still does, works with the Band of Climbers, who are the cycling apparel company who I'm an ambassador for. So there's a link there. I spoke to him, funny enough, at that meetup. He's a sound guy, but strong, so strong. Thanks, Patrick. Matt, I'm actually watching them in game. So I'm actually watching Zwift, like, yeah, Zwift in game. I don't know how else to say that. Sorry. I would think the race would be on YouTube. I would hope so. Yeah, fan view, that's it, yeah. Yeah, good thinking, Keith. I mean, it's a difficult one, isn't it? It's a difficult one to call. It's the Watobia figure 8 course. Here we go, guys. We're coming into the final 15 kilometers. So we're just coming over the bridge to hit the reverse KOM. Anything gonna happen this time, I wonder? Yeah, he is similar to Sanders. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it's likely that it's likely gonna stay together, to be honest, this race. But we'll see what happens now. I mean, they're just about hitting the bottom of the climb. They're going past that little building, so they've just hit the KOM timing mat. Anyone seen Vine anywhere? And Freddie Overhead's texting because he's only doing 4.6 watts per kilo. Get a grip. Come on, commentators. Like, for goodness sake, like, these riders can do 7 watts per kilo for 10 minutes. They're doing sub 5 watts per kilo in their sleep. Oh, that gets me so wound up. Sorry, chat. It gets me so wound up. I shouldn't comment it. I really shouldn't comment it. That's an Ed rant. Cut that out for a separate video and we can make money off that. Ovid has made a small gap again. Strung it out a little bit, but again, this blob behind is like, people are just staying in the blob. People are just staying in the blob. So I'd love to tell you that like some action is kicking off, but I mean it is. There is oh no, they're back together now. They're back together. I would pick the better field, Kelvin. I would pick the better field. Ovet is probably racing this race the way that I'd race it. Just testing the water on the climbs. Mainly because we can't help ourselves, probably. I would hope so, Andre. I would hope so. What's my heart rate now? It's 70 now. My heart rate's at 70 beats a minute. Unless, I mean, like Camponat is going hard now. Camponat is going hard. Oh my word! Like he is actually going hard, and he's creating a gap. It's gonna catch some people out who aren't seasoned Zwifters on the descent. Maybe, you never know. It's an interesting tactic to use. Canada are all over it. Canada are all over it. 4 riders in the top 4, including Sanders, who are going off the front now. It's not quite strung it out enough though. It is strung out, but it's not strung out enough. So it's not going to cause any splits. Super interesting though. They've got a 30 meter gap. Yeah, again, I'm getting into Victor's air attacking like an absolute legend. Yes, Victor, get in there, son. Take it to him. No, we didn't, Lord. We haven't spoken about it at all. This is what I like to see. It's actually strung the race out, and there's some small gaps. Nothing major, but there's small gaps that are making people use some energy. Who's been caught out at the back here? There's a small gap that they have to close this gap quickly. Pidcock's only just made the split. Steadman's been caught out. So is Iran. But they're just about getting back on. But Steadman's had to burn an aero. Steadman's had to burn an aero to stay in that group. That was tense though. That was tense. Like that was a good old. There's a couple of chances now. So when we go into the tunnel, there's obviously like the kick out of the tunnel. There's also the gravel, the dirt section where obviously, you know, resistance is a little bit different. So there's still a couple of chances if somebody wants to make it hard, or if somebody wants to kind of split the group a little bit. There's still a couple of chances. I don't think there's any sprints and K1 points. Victor must have done his homework. Victor Campbell has done his homework. Where on earth do you get that from? I haven't seen Jay Vine in this group. I haven't seen him in here. Yeah, no helmet, no ride. No helmet, no ride. Oh, Vine was dropped a long time ago. yeah, fruit and nuts. They're gonna make me 5 kilos heavier. Okay, who else is hyped, guys? Who else is hyped for this last 7.5K? Who else is hyped? Oh, this finish is gonna blow my mind. Interesting how Van den Brand has got an efficiency rating of 23.6, which is far greater than anybody else's. Why isn't Leo even on that list? Yeah, my computer fan has just got hyped. The efficiency score is on. It's on the Eurosport stream where they're talking about basically the difference between your speed and your watts per kilo. And whoever's got the lowest watts per kilo versus the speed has the biggest efficiency factor. So I don't know. It's a weird one. I've never heard of it, but oh, there's some action, guys. There's some action. There's some pushing on here. Camponat and his Belgian buddy are going for it, and Sanders is third wheel. So this is a strong little trio and quartet at the front. Clever, putting the power down on the gravel. Clever. Thanks for making the race entertaining, by the way, or a little bit entertaining, because you've actually dropped a couple of people. Yeah, Corey Williams has just been spat. Hodges has just been dropped. GB have still got they've still got Pidcock in here, and they've still got Stedman. I think Stedman's still in here. Look at Victor go on the Eurosport. Come on, Victor. Give me a shout out quick while you're there. Give me a shout out. Yeah, if anybody hits the S's hard, it could get a little bit messy. Yeah, McGlinch is still in there. That's really good. The Soul rider from Ireland. Yeah, the tension's killing me as well, yeah. Do you think if I was racing this, guys, do you think if I was racing this, it'd allow me to live stream it? Oh, Corey Williams. That's agonising. He's so close to the back of the group. But he has got back on. Has he? No, I don't think he has. Corey Williams not going to be happy. I don't know, there's not many live streamers. Well, yeah, I suppose there are, but... Notice on the Belgium team are actually riding it fairly aggressively, but they're keeping Leo very safe and secure. It's also really good that Leo hasn't been mentioned at all, which is, you know, kind of what you'd expect. Well, Tobias, they're still trying to make it hard, because at the end of the day, this is a World Championships with teams in, isn't it? If you were just individual riders and you didn't have a team, then you wouldn't make it hard. But if you've got a team, why not do something? Because if you've got like 7 riders in your team, like why take all 7 of you to the finish when you're only going to race with 1 rider? So they should still race it as if it's an outdoor race. Ooh, we're close to 250 likes, guys. Only 11 likes away. There is a move. There is a move. There is an attack. And I've lost. I lost the... Who's off the front here? Sanders is trying to get across 2 Canadians. What is going on? What is going on? Oh my word. Sanders is like just pulling his teammate back. Because Sanders is now like on the front of the bunch. It's a shame they can't get like a bigger group to just commit. Like, why don't like a couple of nations, like they do on the road, get together? Like, even just 4 or 5 nations could go like, yeah, we're gonna attack at this point. We're gonna send 2 riders from each nation, just for them. So like, just get 8 riders to get on the attack, and that just causes absolute chaos. Like, oh my word, the S's are splitting things up. Oh my word, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Oh my word, this is... Can I find... I'm going to try and find Vyasen. Where's Orvit? I can't find Orvit now. Orvit must be near the front. I can't find him. I can't find Orvit. Oh my word. Where is Freddie? There he is. I've locked onto Freddie. Come on, Freddie. Oh, there's a bit of a split going on. There's a bit of a split. Here we go. I've changed my camera angle now. There is a small attack off the front. What's my heart rate? My heart rate's at 98. Andy Ball, hired Laverack. Someone's actually typed industry in the actual live. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Sanders is there. Sanders is like one of the first to hit out right at the bottom. Freddie's straight up to 10, but like I'm just telling you like what's happening. Everybody's basically doing orange numbers, 10 watts per kilo. I don't know what else to tell you. I've no idea if Freddie's got a power up, but people are going hard. People are getting dropped quickly. People are getting dropped quickly, but the front is literally just a wall. Like, people are, like, nobody's getting away apart from Jason Osborne. This is interesting. This is super interesting. The front is Jason Osborne in second wheel behind his German teammate, so it's like a full-on lead out. Potsavivo was in third. What is Potsavivo doing there when he's done 6 watts per kilo the whole way? Holy smokes. They're not pulling away though. There's still a full-on blob. But now Osborne's gone. Osborne's gone early. This is the problem. I know Jason's got the strength, and he's got a 2-second gap. Oh my word! What the? This is it. Osborne's won it. I called it. I know Jason. I can't believe what on earth. People have left it way too late, and they've underestimated him. Absolutely criminal to leave that man go. Criminal. The guy is like top 10 on Aptoez in real life. What on earth are people thinking? The dude is going to the Olympics for Germany, I'm telling you. The dude. Guys, you heard it here first. Like, Jason, I spoke to him in August. The dude is a real strong guy. The dude is a real strong guy. I'm sorry, but the people we've been preaching about all along, it's timing, it's knowing the race, and it's knowing what to do. And Jason Osborne, under the radar, knows how to do it. Knows how to do it, guys. Knows how to do it. That is such an anticlimax for all of the Zwifters, the pro Zwifters, the pro riders. Jason Osborne, technically, he's not any of those. Technically, he's a rower, a very, very strong rower that a lot of you know. But Jason Osborne is well known. Like, I knew of him, and it's like, watching the replay now, it's like, I'm like, well, when he attacked, as soon as they came out of that U-bend, like, as soon as I saw his avatar go, I was like, 2 second gap. 2 second gap. No power up, just gone. No power up. Apart from when he hit his air or when he came across to the... But it was a perfect use of it. Perfect use. I'm kicking and screaming so much because I know Jason, and I know he's strong, and I know that he's a legitimate rider who deserves an effort like that. And everybody has just kind of not even looked at it, but the looks of it, they've just let him go. And not even thought, like, that is, in my mind, that's not a surprise. In my mind, that's not a surprise. That is crazy. That is quite frankly crazy. Jason, fair play to you, buddy. I'm going to send you a message now, because that is like, you know, me and Jason riding for Bynea Climbers. We need to do it, Jez. We need to do it. Oh my word. I literally can't get over it. And look how big the group is behind. Look how big the group is. There's like 20 riders just like looking at each other, going hard, and look at that gap. Jason Osborne, 1-2 Denmark. Ollie Jones, great ride from Ollie Jones. Disappointing for Leo, very disappointing. Ovett, what's going on? Holden not there. Watts per kilo is not even anything out of this world, you know what I mean? So it's almost like they were waiting and watching and like, you know, what's... Ah, man, that's frustrating, isn't it? That's frustrating. Oh. Guys, go and follow Jason Osborne on Strava. Go and follow him on Strava. He pushes all of his rides there, all of his KOMs. He has loads of KOMs, by the way, on Strava, outdoors in the real world. He's got some serious watts per kilo, is that man. Just very, very strong. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see him on Eurosport if they interview him. I've got to send him a message. Jason, I can't believe you've done it. Jason, oh my word, I just can't believe it. Where's the guy? John, Jason Osborne's just won the world champs, the e-racing world champs. We've got to get into the Tour de Stations next year. Me and him are going to be riding it. Why not? Let's do it. I'm so amped. I've just been watching it and I've just live streamed it. We're gonna. I have to let you know. Oh my word! I literally cannot believe that. They'll still be in work as well. The Bynea Climbers guys will still be in work. Jason actually questioned me because Jason watches the vlogs. Jason watches my YouTube channel, right? And he was telling me at the Tour de Stations, he was like, really enjoy like the Zwift stuff you do, he said. And like, to be honest, he's like, there's no, like, do you really think you could do 7 watts per kilo? And I'm like, Saying what's queue for 20 minutes. It's going to be hard going, but if I give myself a target, I could do it. No way, that's mega, what a machine. That's incredible. My mind is blown. Was Pidcock not even... Pidcock wasn't there then? We need to get Jason Osborne on the podcast. Jason Osborne, go and follow him on Strava. Go and tell him where you came from. Tell him you came from watching the live stream on my YouTube channel, and let him know that we're sending him a load of love, because that was an incredible ride. Like, that was incredible. My mind is blown. Guys, smile. We're gonna take a. Hang on. Here he is. There's the man. Jason, you're the absolute man. You're the absolute man. Like, fair play to you. Fair play to you. See you at the Tour de Stations next year. Jason, you're the absolute man. You're the absolute man. Like, fair play to you. See you at the Tour de Stations. Sorry, I'm getting a bit carried away now, but this is like... I'm listening to his interview. He's so humble. The dude is so humble. When I met him, and I should have got him on the video really, at the Tour de Stations. Really quiet guy, you can tell he's got a lot of potential, really hard working, and he reminds me of me when I first started cycling. Very quiet, but taking a lot in and trying to soak up and trying to get better. And fair play, he really does deserve that. He won. So when I did the full Ultra Fondo, he did the Grand Fondo. He won the Grand Fondo. He did some crazy numbers on the big mountains, and obviously that was at altitude, so yeah, pretty good. I can't say much more really. Can't say much more. Right, get ready to smile. Smile, guys. My PC fan is struggling. I can't believe that's a running joke, Paul. I can't believe that's a running joke. The guy is legit strong AF. When I met him, I didn't think that, but it's pretty incredible actually. Thoughts in a nutshell. So when people are asking me, whether or not I think a Zwifter would win or a pro would win, well, technically you'd say that Jason is a Zwifter. He's not a pro. He's got pro level numbers, don't get me wrong, but you'd say because of his background in rowing and he's not really made the full transition to cycling, he is a Zwifter in my eyes, but a very, very good road rider. And I think, he's got a hell of a future in cycling. He really has got a hell of a future in cycling. and it's like if he did the Zwift Academy, he would probably like do very, very well. But I'm so hyped, man. He's ridden on Zwift a fair bit. Like, he's not just come out of nowhere. Like, he's ridden on Zwift a fair bit. He does most of his, like, really hard interval sessions on Zwift. I've seen them on Strava because I follow him on Strava. Yeah, he's, like, in my eyes, I'm really shocked but excited by it. He has quite a few KOMs. Nick, he's like top 10 on Alpe d'Huez. He's quite a strong built guy. So he could I'm not gonna say he could lose weight, but like you'd assume that he could, maybe drop a kilo or something and still be very, very strong. So he's dangerous, man. He's dangerous. How does the race play out? The race played out basically just whittled down throughout the race. It got, like smaller and smaller groups. And then Jason Osborne and his German teammate went really hard at the bottom of the KOM. They got a gap just before the kind of the switchback on the KOM, and then he just went for it, started his sprint really early, and just like got all the way to the line. So yeah, the guys behind were just kind of, I don't know, stuck in that kind of bubble a little bit, and it didn't really break apart from those two riders. So yeah, like yeah, if you did the Zwift Academy. I mean, you're not a rider if you haven't done the Zwift Academy, right? Jaws from the Vonfelds. My God. Oh, that's absolutely mental. Guys, thanks for watching. I mean, the streams are finished now, but I appreciate you watching. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Like, if you liked what you saw here and you got any if you liked what you heard, what you saw. Second and third were, if I can get it up for you. Second and third were two riders from the PA Auto team. I mean, the Danish riders, they're back to back strong, aren't they? They're strong all the time. Like every single race that I see on Zwift, they're always there, aren't they? They're always at the front of that race. But even the guys who finished, like Ollie Jones, Ben Hill, Leo, Matteo then came in 7th, Freddie Orbit 8th, Ryan Larson 9th, Jonas 10th, Chris McGlinchey in 13th. That's a really good ride. Vida came in 12th actually. Tyler Williams from Legion 15th. Holden then came in 18th. Pozzovivo did a strong ride and came in 22nd. Can't find, so Lionel Sanders finished 29th. Pidcock is there as well, finished 31st. So a little bit surprised as to how that played out for them, to be honest. Cheers, Simon. Thanks. Jason's turned down a pro contract. Interesting. Oh man. I'm completely wasted now. I'm completely wasted. I got far too excited at the end. I'm far too excited for Jason. Oh, yeah, Sanders would be a little bit tired, wouldn't he? Jason is from the Zwift community, yeah. Well, he doesn't race on Zwift, but he does most of his training on Zwift and outdoors. He does a bit of both. He does quite a bit of both. I mean, to be fair, Jason's the type of rider who would do lots of racing on Zwift, especially now. He would do a lot of it. I mean, to be fair, he's a rider from the community. He's not as big as like a Leo or Freddie or, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, Goliath, I don't know where I'm going with that one. Do I think I could win? No. Florian, you can do a super chat here if you wanted to. Or PayPal. Yeah, he's got the KOM about to Zwift. Unlike me, like I actually had to live stream it. Jason just turns up and goes, yeah, yeah, we'll do it. Nobody will notice. To be fair, the top 10 was a good. I can't even begin to look at the Wahoo Call WhatsApp group because there's 400 missed messages on there, and they're probably taking the mick out of me wetting my pants. I was going for most of the main contenders that people are hyping up. But to be fair, like Jason does a lot of riding on Zwift because I follow him on Strava. I don't know if you do as well. Since the Tour de Stations, a lot of his interval training's on Zwift, and then a lot of his fun rides are outside. So, I mean, I wasn't surprised by it. It's you ranting. Thank you for the feedback. I know, obviously, I couldn't show it. Well, I didn't want to show it in case something happened. You never know, you know, with big companies. I could have got a slap on the wrist or something. So I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to step on anybody's toes. But I just wanted to do the stream in case you wanted to jump in the chat and share your views with like-minded people, or, you know, chat with me, or just watch me react to that, because I'm sure that's going to be turned into a meme or something. But I really enjoyed it, and it's quite iconic as well, isn't it? It's the first time we've seen something like this. So, I mean, if you stuck around for the whole 2 hours, like, fair play to you, chapeau, as we say in the cycling community. But I'm gonna have to love you and leave you now. Like, as much as I want to stick around, I've got some stuff to do. Yeah, it didn't look like much of a breakaway opportunity. I don't think I would have done very well if it had just come down to that last climb, because, you know, although they rode close to 5 watts per kilo, a lot of these riders can do, you know, more than 5 watts per kilo for an hour. So I don't think I would have had the gas to maybe have done something there. But the difference is, I think it's not just about the legs, it's about, like, the tactics as well. So, you know, you look at it in hindsight and you go, well, if you haven't got if you haven't got the ability to break the guys who are the favourites, then you go early. And I think that's something that they possibly got right there. And I would have been in the same, like if I was racing that, I would have probably gone in with the same tactic to go early. And obviously it wouldn't have been the same situation, but if, Jason Osborne went early and I was with him, for sure I wouldn't have beaten Jason. He's a bigger guy and he has a bigger peak power, so I wouldn't have rolled him. But I think I could have been there or thereabouts, but it's impossible to say because I've not raced with these guys. I don't race with the best racers on Zwift week in, week out, so I don't know, to be honest. I don't have that opportunity. So yeah, 15 likes away from 300. Lord, thank you for the reminder. A reminder to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, like, do your thing, YouTube. Show this to people. Show it to faces that have never seen it before. No, guys, I appreciate it. I know 237 of you are still here, but I'm not gonna take up too much more of your time. It's been a long one already. I'm sure we'll chat about it again on another live stream. That's what I mean. Like, make sure you do subscribe because there's, this is just a small peep into my life. If you've enjoyed what you've seen or you enjoyed the insights at all, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed. I've seen it. UCI ESPORTS Zwift World Champs reaction, spoiler alert. It's just gone up on the Backpedal YouTube channel. So the Backpedal YouTube channel is a little bit of a spin-off. It's a longer form content, but also there's shorts like this. So if you want to go and see my reaction again, you can just head over to that YouTube channel. And enjoy your little backpedal, because technically you'd be backpedaling in time to watch me react to the finish of that race. So yeah, if we can get to 100 subscribers on that YouTube channel, we'll be pretty chuffed with that. So I hope you enjoy it as much as we do making it. Right guys, I've been sat here for far too long. I'm busting to the toilet. We've got 6 more likes until we get to 300, so I hope we can smash that barrier. I would be over the moon, quite frankly, if we could just fill those last 6 spaces. It would mean the world. Have I pressed the like button? I have. Go on. 4 to go. Come on, who's going to get the magic 300? There's 200 of you left. Surely there's 4 of you here who haven't pressed the like button. Just 4 of you, that's all it takes. Three to go. 3 to go. One to go. Boom, we smashed it. 303. Nice one. Thank you so much for joining. 306 now. Can't stop you. Yeah, I've got to run. I've got to empty my bladder. I need the toilet. Right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's been wonderful to share this experience with you. I appreciate your time. Honestly, I do. Thanks. And yeah, we'll see you in a live stream very soon. So take care. Have a good day. I hope you enjoyed. Cheers. Slick ending. Slick ending.